Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dildo of Infinity Chapter Studios. Today, the following topics. Whoa, that just kind of. Let me turn that down. Okay, today the following topics are 2014 in review, 2015 schedule, Venom, my novel, Search for Bornstellar, TSC, and a possible new director for ICS. Now, let's start off with the year in review. So, as you all know, I technically started December 2013. I just like to consider it 2014, and I deleted all of that stuff before the San Diego Council episode 1 because it really those stuff like beyond sucked, and I don't really want people to look at that stuff, but I kept episode 1 of TSC because I feel like that was the best thing I made at the time. That was pretty good at the time for me. Then I made The Truth of Insurrection. Um, that was it was a good I thought it was an okay idea. I tried getting two big voice actors for it, but based upon my previous work at that time, I am not surprised that one of them ignored me, and after one asked me about my past work, he never responded. Um, that was, yeah. TSC episode 1 was 10 months ago, and Truth of Insurrection was 9. And let's see here. I had the video of Familiar Face, which was a video of me finding a counselor in Halo 2. I was playing that in hype for the Halo 2 anniversary, which I finally get to play. Unfortunately, though, it's really, really buggy. My Voice in My Head, a Halo 3/4 machinima. That was my first machinima, I believe, using green screens, which I have come to love over time. And it, it was it was an okay concept. I have these two guys, same people, past and present, um, people talking to each other, and it kind of goes to show what is going on within a character's mind who is connected to TSC. But I won't go into too much detail on that character for spoiler's sake. I then released my voice acting demo because now I voice act for other people's machinima, and I have a fun time with that. Even though I need to do it, I think I actually got all my launch done for once, except for yeah, except no, I got them all. Then I had the ICS channel trailer, which showed a few snippets from TSE episode 2 and some projects that I never finished, or well, it really ever saw the light of day, really. I showed a few of effect test call out for the elite voice actors, ICS Easter eggs. That was just me. Because back at the time, I was still a really big fanboy of other people's machinima. So, I had this thing where I took pictures of a few people from stuff that I've been planning, and I green screened them and put them in front of or around people from popular director machinimas. It was a stupid thing, but it was. I was away, and I couldn't really make a machinima, and it was just something for. Well, I did because I was bored. My battle scene noise effects test. I started. That was pretty good, I think. Most people didn't like it because of the retro feel to it, but I kind of focused on how it synced up and the helmet effect I added in. I thought it was kind of cool, and there was the color correction that I did, and I think that was pretty interesting. Finish the fight, Halo 4 Machinima. That was just something for Halo 2, for its 10-year anniversary. Even though it's made in Halo 4, it was just audio from the end of Halo 2, and I put it into a machinima. It wasn't the greatest, of course. I got a few dislikes, but I needed to make it. I just had to. Halo 2 is my baby. The director's episode 0. That was bad. It was my first attempt on a comedy for machinima. It had a total of 95 views, and it was released 5 months ago, in August actually. Ooh, so not that long ago. Um, well, I don't think that long ago, for me at least. It had a long, tedious driving scene. It was like I liked the concept of it. I ended up canceling it because I felt stressed. But I think it's okay now that I see North Calladale and Durfee Blastoise's The Neighborhood kind of doing that concept. So that makes me happy. Just to at least see that the concept wasn't abandoned. Um, uh, and then I had TSC episode 2, which also came out that month. Um, dang, it's like 5 months in between the TSC episodes. I need to get episode 3 out there. TSC episode 2 was when I thought things were really starting to pick up. I got 17 likes on that. I got 635 views. A lot of my director friends. I'm thinking some of you who are watching this, you guys seem to really like it. I was happy at first, but over some time I saw some flaws, but I was still um happy of how I was happy that it wasn't a colossal failure or really bad as episode 1 was. That's why I'm recreating episode 1 and not 2, because 2 was, yeah, it's pretty good, and it had all of this character development and stuff with the characters, and I'm happy with how that turned out. Attack on Cinema Central. That's when I got a lot of effects for my birthday from money from family and friends. So I got all of these. I got lens flares. I got fire. I got some rays too, but I didn't really use those much. That was the start of when I started using a lot of visual effects in my machinima, which I like to do. I think it adds to the effect, especially with Attack on Cinema Central. That camera change, those lens flares, and I like the sound effects that were edited into there. I thought that was just something. It was made to promote Cinema Central because it was new at the time, and I was offered the opportunity to become an admin or mod for that. I politely refused and made this instead for them. Then there was the Archives Protector, which I kind of made as uh, something to sponsor Halo Archive, but it doesn't really work out that way. It got, holy crap, 333. I hate that number after that movie. It got a good amount of views, 224 likes, and no dislikes. Um, Overall, I really liked it. The story was kind of confusing for some, but as us lore nerds really enjoy in-depth stuff, so I was very happy by it. I just wish I had more shots. And the character is connected to CSC, so I'm gonna have to develop him some more, which I am to my fan fiction. There's also The Secret, which came out like days after that, which isn't nearly as good. I made that real quickly for like no friggin' reason. 100 subscribers, thank you. We are currently at 142. I'm really excited to hit that 200 mark if we get there, hopefully. There's the Venom trailer, which came out 2 months ago, actually, and that was pretty cool. It was talked about on Machinima Talk. No, I like that. I was very happy about that, and I was probably mostly because of the music, but the way it looked in that trailer, I'm trying to make it much better. And there was Attack on CC, season 1, episode 1. That was okay. Episode 2 is going to be better. Honor and Allies, that sucked. That really sucked. I thought it was good at the time. I was trying to mimic directors. I now see how bad it is. I hate blurs now because of it. This one machinima just scarred me. It has watermarks on it. Um, there's just so many things I learned not to do from that machinima, and I only made it a month ago. Then it was yeah, that was in December. The thing I was going to say was this year, and I don't want to talk about this year, at least not yet. Now, the people I met a lot of people in this community when I started off. I met an Epic Tomato. He's a very nice guy. I talked to him a lot. We sit down. I met him. He voice acts for a lot of my stuff. There's Megalodon who's working. He came to me about the idea of Venom, and that's yet to release, but it's pretty good so far. And there was Attack on Cinema Central, which Solar Eclipse came to me on the idea of. We still have to continue with though, but that is a fun little project that we are doing. Um, who else did I meet? I met Rex Chief. He was one of the first guys who auditioned for TSC, but I haven't given him a character yet. I still need to finish his edits for that wallpaper. If you're watching this, man, I'll do that after Venom releases. I'm gonna get right on that. And I met. There's a lot of people. Obviously, I can't name you all, but there's a lot of people I met that last year, and a lot of cool directors, a lot of body actors, a lot of voice actors. It was a good year. It was a really good year. And now for the 2015 schedule. Um, I want to finish Venom by February. I said somewhere late January to Mega, I think. But that's the basic idea. It's around that time. But if I finish it this weekend, I'm probably going to be able to get the recreated episode 1 of TSC released the day the original was made. Well, like a year later. You get the point. Then I'll be working on Attack on Cinema Central episodes 2 or 3, and then I'll finish up the series in late March, I think. Or that could be April. After that, I will dedicate time to episode 3 of the Sangili Council, and I'll try to be done with that very soon. I think it was July. Yeah, July is when we start the next season of AOCC. And I have a secret series starting August, which screw it. I'll reveal that after possibly a new director comes in for a topic. Hopefully I can have episode 4 of TSC done September or October-ish. And then the second episode of that secret series November, and finish up the year with part 5 of TSC in December. And maybe AO Attack on Cinema Central will be done season 2 at least, before January of 2016. But that's a rough estimate. Okay, Venom. Um, that okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That we aren't far into that. This weekend, though, I'm dedicating a lot of time to making that. I am trying to finish it this weekend, if not by the end of January. So, so that will, so I can get to work on TSE episode 1 as well. But I don't want to make Venom complete crap. I want it. It's a good idea. I want it to be something good too. Now my novel. I'm writing something called The Battle of Trennan. It's a fantasy. I don't know if I'm making it into an audiobook. I'm trying to make it like an actual book length, you know. But um, it it revolves in a universe I created years ago when I wanted to make games, and I took that concept. There was a lot of stuff with a bunch of friends of mine. We drew a lot of stuff. We made a bunch of tidbits. We even made a map, an atlas of the place, and I didn't want to go throw that all out, so I'm writing a story that takes place in that universe. I'm searching for Born Stellar. Um, I got Zarasek as the voice actor of the protagonist. I am the voice actor of the antagonist. I got some. I'm trying to get 2 other people to be voice actors in it, but I'm thinking part entry log 1 of that will be released on this channel, not Infinity Chapter Studios, in February, because all it is a bunch of voice acting, and it's an audiobook. So, what do you got? But it should be good though. It should be good. So I'll have to ask Hype if he can narrate stuff that isn't necessarily voice acting lines. TSC. Um. Well, yeah. Episode 1's recreated. I told you already. Is gonna be hopefully recreated by the day episode the original one came out. And that's going to be a lot of work, though, in February. That's going to be easily around 15 minutes. Well, that's the whole thing, though. In reality, that takes, that takes you a good 10, 12 hours to make. Even if it's just 15 minutes, I have to do the body acting. I actually got most of the voice acting lines done. I'm waiting on lines from Jack HF, and I just got someone else to replace Vorinx, who plays Praetor Thuela in Honor and Blood, I think. Episode 3, I'm not revealing anything. It's gonna be loads better. If you don't like episode 1 recreation, you will like 3. And well, I hope you do at least. I'm working with a bunch of people on it. It's gonna be 30 minutes probably. Possible new director for ICS. A friend of mine. Oh, shut up, phone. Um, Excusez-moi. Okay. So I have a friend of mine who, uh, he's you just got a capture card, and he wants to make machinima along with gameplay stuff, but gameplay stuff will probably be on his own channel. But he wants to make machinima for ICS. The original idea of ICS was for all my friends to make machinima on, not just me. So I'm very happy by this. He'll probably be, his name is Jolly Killer 117. He'll probably be dealing with comedy, but I'm gonna be helping him get set up for his first year. He got an Avid Media capture card instead of an Elgato though, so I don't think I can really help him with that. And now onto the Secret series, which if you stayed apart for it, you get the joy of listening to what it is. Don't freak out over it. It's not a big deal. Uh, this series basically is like a dream version of what life is like. Um, like my the channel name, Infinity Chapter Studios. It means the story can go on and on and on. You can expand and expand and expand it. So yeah, TSC. You see, there's this series. There's a bunch of shorts relating to it. There's a prequel series. There's audiobooks I'm making about it, and there's this series which is just expanding it by making it just a story that this guy who I'm acting as, because he's supposed to be me, um, created, and it's like daily life there. And basically, this dude, me, lives with his friends in this big giant apartment, which does have a few problems. One of their friends sells sports cars, and he's like a car retailer or something. Another friend chose to be a dentist of all things. Um, I'm trying to get a female voice actress who'd be willing to fill the female role. I'm not sure what her name is going to be. To eventually move in with all of these guys at the apartment, and it'll be. I hope it'll be kind of funny, but it'll be better than Director's Episode 0 for sure. But it's there will be just some funny situations, and I think me, of course, I'm gonna be a director. Shocker. Um, and am I forgetting some? Oh yeah. One of my friends wants to be the owner of Rooster Teeth, but due to copyright reasons, I'm not going to call it Rooster Teeth. Instead, I'm going to call it Chicken Gums. So, the series is basically a bunch of us guys living together in this giant apartment. We all have different rooms and stuff. It's a very big apartment. Not quite done forging it though. Um, it the main plot to the story is kind of to be determined. It's kind of inspired by like the show The Big Bang Theory. So it's just a bunch of episodes that'll build off of each other. If it works out, we'll continue it. If it doesn't, we'll stop it after season 1. Um, but I'm hoping it'll work. It's not something to like get very excited over. Maybe it'll be 10 minutes, and even though I'm really getting into visual effects, I'm not adding any visual effects for this other than little stuff if they need to be in there. And there, the SFX, that's just music really, and some small sound effects. So it's not a huge editing thing. So it probably won't get in the way. And body acting, it will probably be pretty easy. No weapons, just get rid of your sword and stand around for dialogue scenes. Unless I have a few funny skits in there. So I hope that and everything I've kind of described for you guys gets you a little excited for 2015 this year on ICS. I have no idea how I'm going to manage it, but I will try. At least with, I gotta try with a bunch of this stuff, dang it. If TSG turns out to be a lot of work, with it being now 30 minutes, and me trying to make them more rapidly. And with all these visual effects, I might not even do this other series that I want to do, or I might see if my other director wants, Dexter Friends, Jolly Killer wants to do it. So, yep, that's it. Later, guys and girls, I guess.